Hello, hello. Good afternoon. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you've joined me today for my Simple Sunday video. And happy Super Bowl day if you're really into all that. Today I'm going to do a card, nothing to do with Super Bowl, but Valentine's Day is very near, and so I'm going to make a Valentine's Day card, and hopefully it will inspire you to put one of your own together. All right, we're going to get going. I have several things that I used in this, so I'm going to go through them. My inks was the Tuxedo Black Memento ink, the Real Red, and the Early Espresso. So those were the inks that I used. I used 3 different stamp sets. I used the hearts in the Country Bouquet. I used the cupcake in the Circle Sayings. And I used this little bouquet of flowers in Here's to Love. All right. So what I did is I'm also using the Designer Series paper that I got for free when I bought $50 or more in product, and it is the Most Adored 12 by 12 specialty designer paper. It's perfect for Valentine's. So you will want to check into that if you are interested in doing some very special Valentines. The other thing that I used was the perennial postage die set, and I what I did is how I started out is I took the dies and I put them all on here, and then I put it through my die cut machine. And I'm going to try and get this paper out of here. Okay, I'll move that. And in order to do it the way that I could, so I could get everything that I needed, I had to line them up, and I used washi tape to tape them into place. And the reason I did this is because I wanted the frame. I didn't want necessarily the whole piece. So in other words, I looked for, instead of the whole piece, I was looking to get just the frame. Okay, so that's the way you would do that. And that's what I did. I had made 2 of them because I'm going to use 2 of them on today's card. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to stamp the things that I stamped. Start with my flowers. I only need 1 of those, actually. And then the other thing that I stamped in black was my message of Be My Valentine. I don't have it with me here. Let me grab it quick. I used my lovely labels punch to do my sentiment on. And so this is 1 inch wide. And I just put that on there. And then you can stick it in here. Whoops, I got to pop it open. Okay. You can stick your thing in there. Line it up the way you want along the edge of that one side. Give it a squeeze, and you've got the design. And you can do it again on the other side. I'm sorry, I didn't really show you because I was off camera. But you put it in Put your label right in there and line it up with underneath, and you can make your label that way. All right. Okay, so that's what we did with that. Then with my early espresso, everybody likes chocolate, so I decided to make a chocolate cupcake. And that chocolate cupcake, I'm going to add some hearts to. I'm going to actually put them separate from the cupcake because I'm going to cut them out. All right. Then I want a long strip of these two hearts. There we go. We have those. All right. That was all the stamping that I did. And then I took my watercolor pencils. I took Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Real Red, and Early Espresso, and I colored all my images. And then when I was done with that, I used my paper snips and I cut all my images out. This was really easy to do. The thing that takes the time is when you're fussy cutting. And so if you don't want to do all that fussy cutting, you'll have to think of another way to put your card together. But I have all these images ready, and so I am going to go ahead and just get ready to make our card. I am making a card that is not the normal 5.5 by 4.25. This is a bigger size. You can go to my blog to get all the measurements at www.creatingcardswithsherry@blogspot.com. And you can get all the measurements and the products listed there so that you know how this card was made and you can dream from there. Okay, I am going to put the inside of my card together right away. And you don't need to use all the different adhesives that I do. You can choose just one adhesive and stick to it. Doesn't really matter. This is just what I find to go easiest and smooth for me. Okay, then I decided to use this part of the DSP paper. So this sheet will lay right there. There we go. All right. And then what I chose to do is I'm taking all these pieces that I cut out and I'm lining them up next to each other like this. All right. So I'm going to take my liquid glue this time. And just a very fine line all the way around. You don't need a lot at all. And you don't want to put a lot on because if you do, it's going to squish all over and make a mess on your card. All right. So I'm going to put that. I should make sure I have enough room up here. Yep. Okay, we're going to put this right there. I'm going to put this one right next to it. And because of the width of the card, they may overlap a little bit, but that doesn't make any difference for me on this particular card. There we go. I trust you're all doing well. The weather has been getting nicely warmer. We are now seeing the 50s, which has been a blessing. So I can start getting out there and walking now. Before it was so cold and everything was so frozen and icy that I don't like to walk when it's icy outside because I don't want to take the chance of falling and not having anybody nearby to help me out. All right. I am going to purposely overlap these. All right. And that's what we're doing here. That's the layout that we're working with. I am going to, let's see now. I want to put some glue on the back of this. And I'm going to stick that right in the middle of this. Can you see that? Okay. And then I had to adjust my camera, so I have a feeling I'm off a little bit on where you can see things. Then, oh, I forgot this one. I think I can, usually you can take this apart and it won't. I'm going to glue right over it again, so it should be okay. All right. Take this off right here. There we go. I wanted to, I decided at the last minute to do this, and that's why I forgot. So forgive me. But I have decided to make this square, put it on this red piece. There, and then I'm going to glue this down on here. There we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take my dimensionals and we're going to start putting all the little things in there. All right. So I'm going to start with my cupcakes. Or my cupcake, I should say, single. There's only one. And I'm going to put that right there, pop it up. And then I have these two little hearts that I want to go onto that cupcake. And I kept them together for the time being because I didn't want to lose them. So I'm going to just trim around there. And then the little one went flying across my table. Here we go. The little one. And I'm just going to trim around that a little bit here. Okay. Then I'm going to use my mini dimensionals and I'm going to cut one in half because those pieces are so small that a whole mini dimensional won't even fit. So we're going to really trim this down. I might have to trim it down even more on that one. But we'll see what we need to do here. Oh, yeah, I got to trim it down on this one anyway. And I'm going to take the backing off. If I can get it without taking the whole thing off. Oh, come on. There, I think I got it. And I'm just going to put that right there on my cupcake. And let's see if we got to do any trimming on this one. Oh, it came off, so I got to do some trimming here too. So when you use those mini dimensionals, you may have to just cut it into quarters instead of the halves. And that will help you get the size that you need. I got to fix this a little bit. It looks a little too pointy and not round. All right. Now we're going to try and take this off. Oh, there's my take your pick tool. See if I can get that to help me, because this is so small. There we go. There we go. All right. Then I'm going to take these hearts and I'm going to put dimensionals on them. In fact, one of them I might not need a dimensional, because I'm going to put this there and then I want to put that one there, so it'll glue. Need to put a little bit of glue on here. So I need one dimensional on this, but not two of them. These two hearts are going to stick together. And then they will all be put onto this one area. And if I were to put, just so that you understand, if I were to put a second dimensional on that, that would make this crooked because this is already raised. So that's why I glue it and let it fall into place. Okay. Then I'm going to take my flowers. Now I did color those with a colored pencil, and I did fussy cut those out as well. So we're just going to take one dimensional for that, and that's going to go right there. And then we're going to put our sentiment on. And there we go. There we have our Valentine card, our framed Valentine card. And I was just so excited to be able to do this one because it was just something different than I've done any other card. And I loved the framed idea. And then it was just a matter of picking out the little things that I wanted to put in those frames. So thank you for joining me today. I'm glad that you did. I hope that you will have a fantastic Valentine's Day. I'm actually going to make one more Valentine card, and I will share that with you at my Tickle Tuesday video. So be sure to stop in then to see what else there is to give. Okay? All right. Again, if you want to get the dimensions and the products, list of products, you can go to my blogspot.com, my blog, and then you can also go to creatingcardswithsherry.stampitup.net to purchase any products as well. All right, well, you have a great day. Have fun at your Super Bowl parties, and I will see you on Tuesday for my Tickle Tuesday video. Bye now.